Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. We got an action-packed night scheduled here tonight. Here comes Murphy. About to talk. Let's go see what he's got to say. You know, I'm out here for a reason. I'll get to that reason. But I'm here for a reason. You know, there's a certain somebody back there who thinks he's hot shit just because his daddy got him here. And that, oh, look at me, I'm Mr. United States Champion. Dominic, you got lucky at Money in the Bank, and I want my match back for my United States Champion. Yo, look at this guy. Listen, what have you done to earn a title match, my guy? Besides, I got some business to deal with when it comes to Chavo Guerrero. Then after I'm done dealing with Chavo Guerrero, I'm dealing with that little bitch of yours. Yeah, that friend of yours. Don't you badmouth the Messiah like that, you scrub. The only reason why you're here is because of your daddy, I'm surprised you're still here, considering, well, your daddy's not here anymore after the Messiah took him out. Yes, I am still pissed off about that. And don't worry, Seth Rollins will get his in all due time. But first, I gotta deal with Chavo Guerrero next weekend at the pay-per-view. Why don't we make this interesting? If I beat you tonight, we make it a triple threat at the pay-per-view. Me, you, Chavo Guerrero. If I lose, I'll leave you alone as long as you're United States Champion. That's an interesting proposal. So you know what? Screw it. I'll take it. But when I beat you tonight, 1, 2, 3, I don't want to see your ugly mug around here anymore, as this is my territory now. Got it? Good. So, yeah, be prepared tonight for an ass whooping. Don't worry. Don't worry. There will be no mud holes being stomped tonight, as when I leave victorious, it'll be a triple threat at the pay-per-view, and then you'll have me and Chavo to deal with. Well, if that's what you think, so be it. But tonight, in the main event, I'll see you. And if that little friend of yours, Seth Rollins, tries to interfere, I'll deal with him myself. But as of right now, you think you're hot shit? Prove it in the ring tonight. If you beat me, you're in. Alright, But I pick the stipulation when I win. And you and Chavo have to agree to it, or you can drop out of the match and just crown me the United States champion right now. Fine. You know what? Fine by me. If you somehow beat me tonight, I'll let you pick the stipulation. Pick whatever stipulation you want, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna defeat you. I'm gonna defeat Chavo Guerrero. And at the end of the pay-per-view, you will hear winner and still United States champion. Alrighty. All I know is that there are #1 contender opportunities in this match.
You don't need me. I just play bass in the background. Nobody even remembers me.
Are you kidding? I don't need to tell you what you already know.
And Ric Flair has given 1-2 Punch a #1 contenders match. Not really a #1 contenders match. They say go out there tonight. If you beat the champion tonight, we will get. It will be 1-2 Punch and Crime Time at the pay-per-view for the tag team title. If you fail, I don't want to hear any more bitching and complaining. You will not be receiving the title match while they're tag team title champion.
It's all about me! I'm fabulous! You know, no two people are like each other, so don't be a lookalike copying another, unless, of course, you're copying me, because that gives you individuality!
Nice dude, but back to the matter at hand. So what do you say? Are you back in the band?
Well, maybe if I can find my old level.
Dude, we're getting the band back together.
Yo, 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 yo! Pop a 40 and check your rollies. It's crime time! Brooklyn!
Don't know why Chavo Guerrero is with them. I honestly don't. It keeps on randomly putting in this thing.
Hey yo, no more Hollywood. This is Hollywood. It's crime time. You probably should have come from the streets. I was in the gutter. I went up on your mother for that bread and butter. Listen with these crooks. Get your already took. Robbing is my job. I keep it off the books. Mobbing with my squadron. You stomping. Brooklyn, who want problems? Yeah, less about a couple.
Crime Time says they love facing 1-2 Punch, and they really want to give them another main event type caliber match and go one-on-one with them at the pay-per-view once again. JTG did say like they gave us a big test, and I know that we may have beat them, but I know they still have a whole hell of a lot more to offer as a team. I've seen them over on SmackDown and NXT. I know how good they are, and when they're fighting with a purpose. And tonight they're fighting with a purpose. I want to see the best 1-2 Punch. That's what it is. Well, and I want to see the best 1-2 Punch available tonight as well. Let's see if 1-2 Punch can get their title opportunity. As Will Ospreay gets the hot tag. As Andrew and Will Ospreay so far are in control. Andrew says he doesn't care how. Andrew and Will Ospreay said we don't care how we got to win. We'll take a win any means necessary. We want to go in, put on another instant classic against them on pay-per-view, and if this is our opportunity, we must take said opportunity. We're not going to let this opportunity be wasted and falter by the wayside. We know what we got to do, and we're here to achieve a goal and become two-time Raw Tag Team Champions. You know, we thank Paul Heyman, and we hope Paul Heyman will be able to accompany us at the pay-per-view if we get our shot. And the Tribal Chief overheard this and said, don't worry, Paulie will be in your guys' corner if you beat Crime Time tonight. So we will see Paul Heyman rep his boys one last time. He has been through it all with them. He scouted them on NXT. He brought them over up to SmackDown. He brought them over to SmackDown, and, well, that was a whole era of itself where they feuded and had classic matches against people like the Usos and teams like that, and over on NXT, who could forget their wars with the Viking Raiders. And now, here, live on Monday nights, they're having a war and a back and forth with Crime Time. They always seem to have the right rival. As Andrew tags out. Grandine said, "We're going to draw tonight. We know we're going to put on a good match for everybody." As Will Ospreay tags Andrew back in, knowing that Andrew was so firmly in control of this match, and he was. Let's see what Andrew does. Oh, Andrew's about to try to put JTG to sleep. JTG will get out of it. And if you're wondering why this is Andrew's moveset, it is because I did it as accurate as to when I used to be a backyard wrestler. A little known fact. It was the moveset I used. The signatures are the Coquina and a splash, and the finishers are a DDT and a spear. Covered. 1. 2. Kick out of 2 by Andrew. I don't think that should have even gotten a 2 count personally, but it is what it is, man. Oh. Andrew reverses it. And slams him down with authority. He's looking to finish off JTG, perhaps? Mayhaps, as he goes, whips him into the corner. I think I know what's coming next. I think we're about to see some tag team chemistry right here. As Will Ospreay will get the tag. We're about to see why 1-2 Punch is such a good tag team. Will Ospreay covers. 1, 2. At pay-per-view. I don't know what pay-per-view is called. I apologize. But at the pay-per-view. I believe it's Battle Count.
Are you kidding?
1-2 Punch will go back in the ring with Prime Time for the rubber. For the third matchup for the tag team titles.
From within, but you have to be comfortable in your own skin. So I exfoliate with this exotic cream. Just look at me. I look like a dream.
1-2 Punch outsmarted Prime Time tonight. They got the better of them. Shad was really close. I gotta give him that. As they look fly in their turtlenecks. As it seems every month, you never know what the hell they're gonna be in.
Each other, so don't be a lookalike copying another, unless of course you're copying me, because that gives you individuality.
Nice dude, but back to the matter at hand. So what do you say? Are you back in the band?
Well,
Dominic Mysterio, yes. Buddy Murphy is on a mission. He says and Dominic agrees, if he wins, he not only gets picked the stipulation for the triple threat match, but he will also have a chance to regain his United States champion from Dominic. Dominic said he agreed, and Dominic later backstage when asked why he agreed, he said, if I can get rid of Murphy once and for all out of my crosshairs, I have a chance to do that tonight. If I can do it, then I just have to deal with Seth after this pay-per-view. And Seth said, Seth, who didn't bother to show up tonight, said during the show, he said, once Murphy re-wins that United States champion, Dominic will get what's coming to him at SummerSlam. Whether he wins it or loses it, at SummerSlam, Dominic better watch out, because he is pissed off the Messiah. So it sounds like we could be seeing Dominic and Seth going head-to-head. Head-to-head at SummerSlam. But that's still months away. Right now, we gotta focus on right now what's in front of us. And what's in front of us is a match between Dominic Mysterio and Buddy Murphy. If Murphy can win, that's a big feather in his cap. Let's go. Oh, and Murphy with a big boot. Murphy knows he'll get a win by any means necessary. Murphy says it doesn't have to be pinfall. It doesn't have to be submission. It could be count out. It could be disqualification. All that matters is that if Dominic Mysterio gets too heated, it'll be his own undoing. And a big drop kick out of nowhere from Murphy. Well, I mean, when you look at the three biggest rivalries in all the brands, you have the Rollins feud with the Mysterios. You have the Austin and Cole Quinn storyline going on. And you have over on NXT, you got Drake Maverick and Chad Johnson going at each other for the cruiserweight strap. Big things. The next time we are on pay-per-view, or the next pay-per-view event, however you want to word it, it will be NXT. Also, stay tuned to NXT this week because Chad Johnson, who won a match with Trey, who won a tag team match with Trey against Drake Maverick and Killian Dane, will get to announce the stipulation for their final cruiserweight title match, potentially. As Chad has banned Drake Maverick from getting cruiserweight title matches if he retains. So it'll be interesting to see what happens following that on NXT. And a big drop kick from the top rope from Buddy Murphy. Just get back on schedule here. Murphy knows he can beat Dominic. He knows he's better than Dominic, and he's set out here tonight to prove that. Murphy jumps on him unexpectedly. It may have hurt him a little bit, but boy, did Mysterio not see that one coming. Oh, and Mysterio whips him into Greg Hamilton. Or sorry, Murphy whips him into Greg Hamilton in the timekeeper. Murphy's grabbing a chair. He does realize, though, if he gets disqualified... Oh, and Murphy will land on that steel chair. Oh, and the referee gets in the way of that one. I'd say the referee has nobody to blame but himself for getting in the way of Murphy's offense like that. Oh, and the suplex onto the steel chair. Oh, and Murphy big boot to the ref. Oh, solid steel. Straight to the face. Dom did not see that one coming. And I mean, the ref was down, so that was legal. And Dom can't say a shit about it. Unless it turns the tide of this match, but even still. I'm sorry, but Murphy's been in firm control with or without that chair shot. Oh, and a rolling cutter type maneuver. Mysterio kips up just to get clotheslined back down. Murphy with a big shooting star press there. Holy cow. I don't know how much Murphy has left in the tank, though. He's busting out everything, and so far, whatever he's busted out, Mysterio's taken. In strides, might I add. Speaking of which, Dominic has yet to provide an update on his father's health and well-being since he was thrown off of that truck many months ago. Well, now almost over a month ago. Since his match with Seth Rollins, we haven't heard much. Oh. Murphy. Slams him. Oh. Dominic reverses whatever Murphy was going for there. But then it's another reversal from Murphy. The Hurricanrana. Murphy's gonna go for the pin.
1, 2.
Kick out at 2. Oh, and he fakes them out. As he fakes out the crowd here tonight. No, lack thereof, but I guess the people watching on YouTube, he fakes them out. He's gonna whip him into the timekeeper's area. Oh, and a big clothesline from Murphy.
3.
Oh, and a neck breaker there.
4. 5. 6.
What's Murphy doing? He's picking him up. Oh, great sportsmanship. He's not going to let this end in a count out. No, I think he's fully content with letting this end in count out.
8.
Murphy's Law.
9.
As Murphy's going to take the count out.
10. Okay, ring the bell.
What a cheap way to win, but what a way to guarantee yourself in the title picture. As he will get his wish. Winning this contest via countout. The forearm smash was the end of it. As Dominic is still down over in the timekeeper's area, the ref was going to check on him. Oh, he smacks the referee with the steel chair. What the hell? Murphy's on the loose. Murphy has lost it. Assaulting the official of this matchup. Murphy's here to prove a point. Boom! The forearm smash. And Murphy's Law is coming down on Mr. Mysterio. As next week, we'll hear from him and what the stipulation of this match will be. This now soon-to-be crowned triple threat match. Thank you for joining us.